Well, day 22 of my 3D print shop remodel. And I know, everybody wants to know, how did the tape work on the paint can, pouring the paint into the tray for using with the roller? You want to know what that was like? Well, stick around to the end of the video and I might show you. Welcome to 3D Accuracy, where I'll talk about 3D printing, 3D product design, and 3D injection and die-cast mold design. Well, today we're back at it. Yesterday morning I picked up 4 more gallons of paint and I'm back at rolling the walls. I need to finish the first coat down the rest of the back of the shop. This side wall, I need to get this done and that little bit up there in the front, and then we've got 1 coat of paint on everything. And then after that I turn around and go back over there and I start all over again with a second coat. I have to edge all around the top again because you can see where it's the color's not really bright white like it should be. There's a little bit of bleed through from the paint behind it up there. So I want to clean that up and then give the walls a second coat, and that should take care of those lines that you can see where it didn't cover well with 1 coat and where I overlapped and got a second coat. It did a better job. So we'll get that all cleaned up. It'll look good when we're done with it. So that's what's on the agenda for today, mostly getting that first coat finished. It's already 4:30 in the afternoon. I had things to do for customers earlier in the day, so I needed to get that taken care of first. But we're back at the painting now, try to get this wrapped up. Well, we're done painting for the day. Let me show you what I've done. I've finished the back wall here of the shop and down the side wall, so everything has 1 coat of paint. And you can see I got the same kind of situation here. You can see the white lines where the overlap, and then you got a little bit of bleeding from the paint coming through. And you know, it's kind of like that, especially with white. When you paint with white, you can see through, it bleeds a little bit. But in the areas that have gotten 2 coats, where I've gotten a little overlap, it looks good. So I know when I paint the rest of it, it's gonna look fine. So that's the next step then, is to get the second coat on. And then when we got the second coat on it, then I can do the base all the way along and paint that. And I have the paint for that already, and I'm figuring I'll probably need 2 coats on that, but that should be a pretty quick go to paint that. I don't expect it to take too long. That's it. 2 coats for the whole thing. 1 little spot left right here, and I'm done with the walls. Then I got to do the border along the bottom. And the doors, and the pole. But at least the walls are done. 2 coats, the whole thing. I need a little bit more paint, I think, out of that bucket. I don't think I can nurse this out. Hard to see with the shadows, you know. Yeah, I gotta pour a little bit more paint out. I need to pour a little bit more out, finish it, and then pour it back in the bucket. We'll use it for something else, and I'll always need it for a little touch up here and there sometime. So we'll keep it. I was hoping I got lucky and poured out enough the first time so I didn't have to do this a second time, but don't need much. Feels good to finish the walls though, I tell you. Now I gotta clean all this stuff. Brushes. What do you think? Should I clean all the brushes or just throw everything away and buy new ones? What do you think? Oh. Now it looks much better than two coats. All the overlap lines went away. Now it looks like a good paint job. One coat didn't do it. Okay, last brush, last roller fall. This should be the end of it. Okay. Ta-da! That's it. Now clean time. You see any spots I missed? Or did I get them all? It looks like I got them all. I don't see any more stripes where the overlap was on the first coat. So, second coat did the trick. I figured it would. Done. Hooray! And so I told you at the beginning of the video to stay tuned till the end, and I'll tell you how the tape worked out. Putting the blue painter's tape around the front of the can to keep the paint from getting into the groove where the lid seals. And as far as how well that worked, I'll give you my honest opinion. Forget it. Not worth it. It didn't seal, and there ended up not only with paint in the groove where the lid seals, but there was paint all over the back of the tape, and so when you took it off, it was a gooey mess, and then you had to try to brush that paint out of the way to clean it, and not worth the effort. And so the can that I opened today, I didn't even bother to do anything like that. I just dumped it like I always do and cleaned the groove with a brush. The way I've been doing it for years and years and years. So anyway, you can try, you could try yourself the blue painter's tape little trick and see if it works for you, but I had no luck with it, didn't care for it. So I won't be doing that again anytime soon. I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you're ever in need of 3D product design, 3D injection mold design, 3D die-cast mold design, or 3D printed prototypes or production parts, please feel free to contact me. You can find contact information in the video description. I look forward to hearing from you and to being of service to you. Thank you for watching. As always, I appreciate it. See you on 3D Accuracy's next video.